Race 1, the Hollywoodbets Kenilworth welcomes you. Maiden Juvenile Plate has been won by number 2, the CHARLESTON, daughter of the United States. The groom, Sandile Ngwena, he's received his R1,000 from Hollywoodbets and Cape Racing, so thank you very much to them. And then the winning jockey, Elder DeMeo, well done.
Thank you, Vicky.
You and Blue Holly locked horns quite a way out. Did you always think that you'd hit her?
Yeah, listen, I was going to bounce out and just go lead, but that filly on the inside seemed to be quite a bit quicker. And I always thought I had a measure. It was just a matter of getting my filly balanced. And her work suggested perhaps she wants a fraction further, so I was just electing to just allow her to use herself and go within a stride. And I wasn't going to get viciously after her. And the more I just allowed her to balance, the more she started finding. And yeah, like I said, I always had it under control.
Aldo, do you think that the experience helps these juveniles?
Definitely makes a massive difference. She's been here a couple of times. She's been a bit green, despite her showing a bit at home. I told Candace today this filly's going to win. Never listens to me, but it's okay.
Candace says it's a lie.
I'm lying a little bit, but it doesn't matter. There were some nice horses in this race, so couldn't go in with too much confidence. But like you say, the experience obviously counted, and giving her half a chance today it all made all the difference today. And yeah, like I said, I don't think this was a slouch of a field. I think she done quite nicely, and I think there's something there. She shows a bit at home, but I think still quite a long way till we get to the ceiling. So to Mr. Owen, the Rileys, always lovely having him there. They're not just good-looking people; they seem to be nice guys too. So always a pleasure representing them. And to Candace, thanks for screaming at me yet again. This is how I have to start my day, but well done to everyone involved.
Oh, you tough as they come, Aldo. Nonsense, Candace. I think one thing, Aldo, he's a good jockey, but he also can give people a bit of a challenge. So well done for putting up with him.
Yeah, he's hard work. Vicky, she's obviously had the 2 runs. She's improved nicely with both her runs. And, there were a lot of first-timers today, so that was always going to be in her favour. I think, she hopped out the gates nicely today, and she was in contention most of the way. And, not as green as she was her first 2 starts. And she's out of a speedy family. She shows quite a bit of speed at home, and she's a nice early type. When I saw at the sales, I always thought that she was going to be nice and early, and she looked nice and fast. I like her pedigree. I think she'll keep improving as she goes along. She's got a super temperament, and so far so good. So very happy with her win today, and hopefully, there's that race coming up end of Feb, so we'll probably head towards that next, I think.
And as you're alluding to that, there's a check off screen, but I'll be handing those over to the owners. Well done, Candace.
Lovely. Well done to Brian and Fiona. They're both here today, which is lovely to have them. And to Barry, who I'm sure will be listening or watching. Well done. Both of them that, trusted me to come into this filly, so I'm glad that she's turned out to be okay.
She has indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you could please come across and have a chat to me. She's, as Candace said, her temperament's lovely and her consistency's also.
Absolutely. It was a really good ride. She pinged the gates, I thought, and then he settled her and then came strong at the end. So I thought Aldo did very well. He's still got a mouth on him. He must be very careful. We're walking in and he said, "Here I am, surrounded by 3 fillies and Mr. Riley," which wasn't particularly nice, but I'll chat to him later.
Yes, give a little whisper in his ear there, but I think he's quite fresh. He's bounced back from the Charles Dickens weight loss.
Let's not talk about that.
But regarding the filly, as Candace said, lovely temperament and a nice filly to enjoy the bit of racing with.
No, lovely. I'm hoping she comes on from there. I think she will. I thought it was a decent field today, so it was a pretty good win, and they were 4 or 5 lengths ahead of the 3rd horse. So it was a nice run by Cotson's horse as well. But I'd like to say congratulations to Barry Irwin. Apparently he's got a really good eye for a horse. And I got into this one and he followed with the 2/3, and I've got the 3rd. So well done to him. I'm sure he'll be delighted.
I hope the filly goes on from here for you.
Thank you.
You've got a cheque to collect there, Bloodstock South Africa bonus, so well done.
Thank you.
And as Candace mentioned, in the Feb, have earmarked that race. Just to mention, number 2, the Charleston, the daughter of, well done, the daughter of the United States, the winner, Boerland Stud, bred the filly. Well done to Team Valor International, Barry Irwin and Miss Brian Riley, Elder DeMeo riding, and Sandile, the groomer board. But that was a good result first off. Next up, we'll move on to race 2. But MJ has a jockey with, let's get some feedback from him.
Yeah, thanks, Vicky. Ashton Leary spoke to you just now. Quite confident that the filly improved in last run.
Yeah, good run. I think she just got beat by a better horse today. But we fight for another day. She ran a good second.
Yeah, I don't think you saw, but I think the 3rd horse was about 4 or 5 lengths behind you guys, so it was a very good run.
Yeah, very good run. I didn't even know. Glenn said to me when I got back, the 3rd horse was 7 lengths behind you two. I said, okay, well, we got just beat by a better horse.
Ashton, good start to the day. Last time you were here a second and then a winner, so holding thumbs.
Thank you, MJ.
That's Ashton Aries just ridden Blue Holly, a filly that I don't think will take too long in winning a race. We're going to the replay of race 1 at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth.